Seen a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Tennessee Titans and the Houston Texans. Both of these teams about to reach the halfway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
What now?
On first down, it's Robbins, and he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Check 15, check.
Now a handoff here to his running back. He'll have a first down past the 40. He's at the 40, the 20, 10, touchdown, Houston. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Down. 15, line it. 15 now. Stay in situation. Ready?
The former Purdue Boilermaker, Raheem Mostert. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. That's a first down pickup for Tennessee on a gain of 10.
First down, Titans.
Let's go now. 30 base. Coming this way, coming this way. Here we go, here we go. Here we go. Go.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. He sets to fire deep. They've got his man complete. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 36 yards on the play.
But we spent a lot of time exalting the offensive masterminds in this game, right? They draw up these beautiful plays. They look so perfect up on the board. But occasionally, sometimes you just say, throw it up and let him go.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Corey Littleton able to get in there and run him down for what's going to be a loss of 15 yards all told. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. They're going to look to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
That would have been a great catch, but real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
And incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. He'll look to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 26, and he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds.
Check safety. Yo, Chief.
On second down now. It's Robbins. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second.
Brings up third and 4.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Watch the run. Who's right? Tighten up.
From midfield, here's Carr. Being chased out left. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. You know darn well both of these teams reviewed the film and saw that this defense had 5 sacks last week. They got to keep their QB upright.
And they're going to try their best to do exactly that. But they're facing a team where getting to the quarterback is a mindset. It's a mantra for them. And they play a game within the game. And you know what it is? Let's race to the quarterback and see who gets there first. That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb.
Check 26.
Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And they'll hit him for a loss as he's back to his 2-yard line. A loss of 2 there. Second down. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
On second down, it's Henry. And he'll get him a little bit of breathing room across the 5 to the 6-yard line. It'll be a 5-yard pickup there, so from 2nd and 13, they're back to a more manageable 3rd and 8.
And it's third down.
Ready. 10 logo. Right there. Defense wins championships, baby. Let's go.
Back to throw. They'll set up the screen with Davis. He's going to have the first down past the 20. A big 3rd down conversion with a gain of 28.
Let's go.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
A first down carry for Henry. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense, because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Here's 2nd and 8. Uncorks one for Davis. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Titans. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Extra point safely through, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
And he coughed it up. It's picked up by the Titans, and they will take over at the 29-yard line. Partner, on my spot sheets, I highlighted turnover margin because we remember they turned it over 4 times last week. So another one here in the first quarter. This isn't the way they want to go.
No, not even close, and it's not something they even imagine because the amount of time that we know that they spend in practice talking about what they need to get done, working on it, showing them how to take care of the football, and emphasizing what it means in terms of winning, they got to just be puzzled right now that they're not taking care of the ball better.
Call it a loss of 2 on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 12.
At the 31-yard line.
Set. 60 or. Smooth. Ready.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
You see me? You see me? They can't stop me out here. Down. 18 gator.
7-7, our score after 1.
Score tied 7-7.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Draw play. This is Henry. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board, ended up settling for 3.
The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punching the end zone without turning it over.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
SOS. Easy. Kill. Hey, Echo. What's up?
They'll run on first down. Robbins, he's got the first down and more inside the 40. And he takes it all the way down to the 22. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They'll try the left side. It's Robbins, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Well, Brandon, he's had a great day, but sometimes the other guys make a play against you. What's that expression they like to use in the NFL? Those guys get paid too, you know.
Yeah, in college they say, hey, they're on scholarship too. In the NFL, they're getting paid too. With the day he's had, you can have one go in the wrong direction. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Texans have retaken the lead. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the lead is now 14-10. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. Look at the spin. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll toss it to Henry. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. The Titans on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they go backwards here. Losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. And never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way. Lost yardage.
No, for some reason it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you can move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized, executed well, and you caused a lost yardage play. That's going to feel good and look great in film.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they had the touchdown during the last drive, and I'm guessing that you like the balance they had on that last drive.
And I loved it. Forget liking it. Absolutely love what they were doing, because to be ahead of a defense that much, where every play call you have, run or pass, is working pretty well for you.
Makes you look like a genius.
It really does. It also lets you know that your preparation was pretty good, and now the defense has to do all the adjusting.
Switch it, switch it, switch it. Come on, switch it. Watch that, watch that, watch that. Watch the edge. White Monday down. Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
On 2nd down now. It's Robbins. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
The tackle made back at the 25-yard line.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
From the gun now on 3rd down, Carr. And that will be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Let's go. Let's go.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, do you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Jonnu Smith, the tight end, is intended receiver. And that takes us from second to third down.
Set, ready? 18, Gator.
Let's get off the field.
Hey, Charlie. Five.
Back to throw here. He gets it to Brown, complete. So even with the pass interference, it's a completed pass. They'll go ahead and just take the play instead.
How about the effort? Making the catch despite the pass interference. Nothing else to be gained on the play. No need to take the penalty. The play stands.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. They'll set up a throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Back to throw now on second and 10. Quick hitter here, it's complete. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
90 Wolf. Hey, exit.
Come on, dude. Hey, 50 yards the money. Go 50 yards the money.
Ready?
He'll drop to throw. And caught by Henry. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the first down. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Drew Kaiser now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And look at this, it's a fake, but he will not make the first down marker. That'll be a turnover on downs.
Anytime a fake doesn't work, we usually focus our attention on the guys that were unsuccessful. But how about the defensive guys? They have to plan all week. They have to prepare all week. Special teams, they look like they were educated.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The sack by Harold Landry, the former Boston College Eagle. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's second and 20. Here's Carr to throw. Trying to lay one up deep. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Let's go.
You're mine.
Watch twist. Watch
Shotgun now for Carr. Able to find Shaheen here. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a fourth down. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that moves him up by a touchdown now at 17-10. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that, and we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. On first down, Robbins. Solid running on the carry, but still brought down just inside of the 40. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They'll run it now out of the gun. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the left hash, this from 53 yards out. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the third quarter. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. A throw over the middle taken in. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one goes for 24 yards. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off near the 42. That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
A big one there for the Texans, 18 yards. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
36.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Robbins. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Mike 51.
Play action. Now it's Carr. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
I think you have to chalk that one up for the defense there. Someone right on the spot, excellent coverage, didn't leave him enough room to come down inbounds, even though he did catch the football.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Here's Carr. Is taken in one-handed. What a catch. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 21.
1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
6:37.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. That's going to be caught. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. Looking here for Smith downfield. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 23. They'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete here.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds, because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Ian Thomas, his first touchdown on the year. And the Titans are able to close the gap just a bit. Extra point splits the uprights, and that will shave one more off this lead.
27, Titans 17.
Now after the touchdown, Drew Kaiser to boot it away.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
25-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And that last touchdown drive, a good mix of pass and run. Defensively, they just looked a little out of whack.
And it's so hard to stay up with an offense that has things going so well, where you're guessing and guessing wrong play after play. So what you need is someone on the defensive side of the ball
leader, right?
to make a big play. Throw that balance out of whack. That's what you're looking for now. Not worrying so much about guessing what the play call is.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
First and 10.
To throw his car. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. D. Ford make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
You know, it's become cliche, but we have seen it and observed it. When runners have days like what we're seeing right now, they often take their offensive linemen out for steaks afterwards, don't they? They'll go buy them dinner. But after a play like that, he might reduce it, might go to the corner and just grab a hot dog or two, huh?
Hey, I mean, they've still been blocking for him well in this game. They don't get one mulligan up front.
Okay, so what we're saying then is we're going petite filet instead of porterhouse.
8 ounce. 8 ounce is good.
All right, just checking.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Partner, the way this offense has marched up and down the field during this game, it's almost a surprise to see an incomplete pass on 3rd down, isn't it?
Yeah, they have had their foot on the gas all game long, but here finally stalling out. And that will skip out of bounds right at about the 18-yard line.
At their own
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Watch the slack. Mike's 59. Mike's 59. I'm coming, baby. I'm coming, baby. Hey, Delta. Mike's ready.
2nd and 6. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that's caught inside the 35. A big play that time for the Titans. 63 yards. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
2nd and 3. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. The intended receiver there was Jonnu Smith, and it's 3rd and short.
This goes to the goal line. You got to be very careful with the offense calls rub routes. When I call a pick trying to screen you off from your coverage, does a nice job of avoiding that and helping force an incompletion.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. And a quick throw here that's complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. From 8 yards out, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? RAC?
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
That'll be taken in the end zone.
The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you'd think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Now, 54. 180. 54. Hey, we're good. 180. Check 9. Later one. 29. 54 is Mike. 54. Hey, Foxtrot. 54.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Robbins, and he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Pretty good results here on the first down run as he takes this forward for about 6. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Come on, QB, come on.
They'll try the left side. Robbins. He's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That one good for 26 and a first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Got an open man. It's Ratley. And they move this all the way down to the 9. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. On first and goal, Gurley. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. They're mounting a nice drive here. Good chunk of yardage there again. O-line, they've been solid this drive.
They have that look about them right now that says, if you do anything but run the ball behind us, you're crazy. They have really moved it well on this drive, and they want to finish it off the same way.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up second down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll make it third and goal. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Robbins. So he got free of 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. The Titans offense set to begin the drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Get it.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. He completes it to Henry. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 27 yards there, a first down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah. Not
an actual player? No chance at all. Way easier said than done.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. This is Mostert. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance in guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
The battle in the trenches never more important than right now. This is 3rd and inches. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
And the Titans first down.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. This a quick pass to Davis. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. In for the score, as they are now just an extra point away from taking the lead here in the final 2 minutes. Now they can boot it through on the always important extra point, and then their defense has to hold up their end of the bargain.
And there's something that you've pointed out in numerous games that we've worked. Okay, the excitement's going on. Everyone's celebrating over there. Who's calling up the defense to make sure they're focused because they still have some work to do?
We got this. At their own 25-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Super toe.
He's going to let it fly. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49.
And that one, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to come up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. Here's a run on first down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They'll try and choose some clock with Henry. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Here we go. 18 Gator. It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. The open man is Smith. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. It's a gain of 8 there, and that should be enough to seal the victory. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll make it 2nd and 12.
At the Texans' 41-yard line.
So this one, a Tennessee